According to a new analysis by the HuffPost, Donald Trump has spent nearly $1 million of donor money since leaving office at his own properties. To put that another way, Donald Trump has basically pocketed close to $1 million in donor money by managing to spend the money at his own properties. Now, here's why I put that in those little air quotes right there. And that's because at one point, after he had left office, he was still paying rent for one of his political action committees at Trump Tower in New York City. But then, after it was revealed 11 months after they had started making rent payments, it was revealed that that group doesn't actually even have an office there. Then those payments stopped. So yeah, that's why I put it in air quotes, like renting or spending money at his own property, because to me, I don't know, that just straight up looks like money laundering in my opinion. You're paying rent to yourself from funds that you can't transfer to yourself, but you can use on legit expenses, but you own the business, so you make it look like a legit expense so it can go back into your pocket. But you're paying for something you weren't actually utilizing. So, yeah, I don't know if you would call that laundering or if you'd call it fraud, but it damn sure seems like the kind of thing that probably should be investigated. But thanks to our very lax campaign finance laws here in the United States and our laws regulating super PACs and whatnot, he can get away with it. So it's not illegal when a super PAC does it. So he gets away with it. But here's the thing. Republicans, for many, many months now, going back long before the November 2022 midterms, were furious over the fact that Trump has raised hundreds of millions of dollars for his own super PACs since leaving office. And he wasn't spending any of it on Republican candidates. Now, he did eventually give $5,000 in the midterms to 152 different Republican candidates, which amounts to $760,000. So, okay, he gave a little under $1 million, $750,000 to Republican candidates. Sure, he put nearly $1 million back in his own pocket, but I also gave them $750,000. So what are you whining about? I don't know, man. Maybe the fact that you also spent $27 million that you raised from your donors on your own legal teams to fight legal battles that have nothing to do with campaigns at all. You weren't using that money to file election challenge lawsuits, as you had told people when you were raising it. You used it to fight off all of the horrible lawsuits and, investigations that you're facing. So you lied to donors about what you were going to do with the money. You've got some really shady expenses that, again, I really think warrant an investigation here. And you gave pennies to Republican candidates. So yeah, it's no wonder Republicans are pissed off here. It's no wonder that people are starting to ask more questions about where is this money really going? Because you can't even use that money that you've raised so far for your presidential campaign. So what are you going to do with it? You're just going to keep spending it at your own properties? I mean, technically, legally speaking, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do it. So he can keep raising money and he can keep spending it at his own properties. Yeah, I know he doesn't get the whole amount. He's got to pay utilities and salaries and all that, but any profit off it is his. That's how that works when you own the company. And he'll continue to do it because at the end of the day, this has been one big grift by Donald Trump. And unfortunately, there's far too many people in this country willing to give him millions of dollars because they either don't care that they're being conned or they get it. They just don't mind it. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.